Welcome to the newest episode of Mourning Friends with ROTN.
So what's up with this music, dude?
Well, have you seen Grim?
Where is Grim?
Yeah, exactly. Where is Grim indeed?
She was just here.
Yeah, I know. She's lurking.
Did she choose this music?
No, I chose this music. It's very important.
It really feels like something getting ready to happen.
Something bad is definitely gonna happen.
Probably, definitely. Okay, I'm still not ready.
Welcome to Mourning Friends with ROTN.
Rotten.
That's right, guys. We're going to have a grand old time on here. Got some interviews lined up for you and some crazy antics.
And just to show you that we're serious about that crazy stuff is this pretty shitty music.
Yeah, this is crazy music. We're crazy here on ROTN. Mourning Friends with
Wild
ROTN.
and zany.
Whack! This is why we need Grim here at all times. Because we're making bad decisions.
This is terrible music.
Well, hey there, kids. This is another episode of Mourning Friends with ROTN.
And we've got everything you could possibly wish for. We've got interviews is one thing that we do here.
Wishes?
We do wishes, primarily interviews.
I can smell them.
I can smell them too. You guys smell delicious.
Oh my goodness.
I hope you're ready for a subpar episode, because it's probably what you're gonna get.
It's a few notches above that.
It's barely. Well, at least we've got some caliber guests.
I'm really enjoying this segment.
Damn it.
What?
All right, guys, so welcome back to another episode of Mourning Friends with ROTN. I'm Matt.
I'm Grim.
And we've got a very special guest today. Now, you audience, you understand what the Make-A-Wish Foundation is, correct? I'm pretty sure that most of you guys do. Yeah. So we have a young boy here, a young lad that has come all the way down from Maine, and his only wish was to be on this podcast.
They said Disney. I said no. They said SeaWorld. I said no. I said send me to St. Louis. Let me freeze my testicles off so I can meet Matt.
So we are here with the ever-talented and pragmatic, to say the least, PUNX the Clown.
Hey.
Welcome, PUNX.
So what the hell do you do?
What do I do? In my day life or my clown life?
Sure.
Yes.
Day life, I am a brewer and social media liaison for Norway Brewing in Maine. And in my off time, I'm a stupid clown with a red nose who makes people feel like shit.
That's perfect.
Yeah, it's working.
We normally kind of go out of our way to prepare. We do some studying on people. We look at their past. We go through their Facebook.
Please don't look at my
We didn't do that for you.
No.
So
thank God, because there's some demons in that closet that you just keep there.
I don't know. We like partying with demons, though. So.
Oh, speaking of partying with demons, we do have more demons here in the set right now.
We do.
Introduce yourself.
Zach from City of Chaos.
Yes. We have lots of other people here listening and interjecting at any point in time. We also have Kylie, his sister, from City of Chaos. We have Shane and Christy, the Haynes family.
Hello.
We also have TJ.
Hola.
TJ the tiny one, yes. So PUNX just wants to make sure that nobody steps on his lines or steals his thunder, so y'all just shut the fuck up.
Yes.
You don't want to see me mad. Start ripping clothes off and...
Hey, these are kids.
So, let's see. Let's go and see if I can access my memory to where the first time I ever found out about PUNX was?
So I can tell you the story.
Okay.
So when I first heard of ROTN, I was brand new to Instagram, brand new to TikTok, and someone, and I wish I could know who it was, sent me a message that said, hey, you should check out ROTN, this community. And I said, sure, tell me more about it. And they're like, this really, really shitty description of what you did. Like,
it might have been one of us.
But it was like so awful, like, and I can't even remember what it was, but I was like, yeah, I'm not really interested. And then one day, one of you popped up on my TikTok. I was like, man, these guys are awesome. And I was like, why does that name sound familiar? I was like, oh yeah, that person who described you really shitty. It's like, invited myself into your community, man, I'm here to stay now, you can't get rid of me.
It's interesting to go to different people at where they sort of discovered us at and hear them say like, oh yeah, they're like podcasters, or like, oh yeah, they shoot a commercial for a haunt. Like, nobody knows, we don't even know what the fuck we do,
what
honestly.
the fuck are we doing?
what we're doing currently.
I'm down here with my bosses from the haunt, and they
You can throw your haunt out.
yeah, so I work at Nightmare on the Ridge in Auburn, Maine. Our seasonal hunt, but yeah, I was here to my bosses, and they're like, "Oh, those guys are cool from Alabama." Like, what do they do? I'm like, "Yep."
That's what they do.
They're like, well, like, what is it? I'm like, yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is. We have the hardest time explaining what we do to anybody. So what I normally do is like, whoever I'm talking to, I try to figure out what they do, and then I'm like, yeah, we do that. That's what we do. It's probably why everybody has a hard time explaining what we do.
Man, we film gay porn in old abandoned warehouses. Yeah,
That's us, man, all the time, man. We're in Birmingham. There's all kinds of abandoned warehouses. That's how we roll.
Cool places to make porn, yeah.
It's funny because of me. Oh, close to home on that one there.
It hit too hard too.
Yeah. So I'd love to hear, because we normally, when it comes to haunt actors, we like to ask them, like, what is one of your most memorable, like, scares or experiences that you had at your haunt?
So, I mean, I was telling the story earlier. So the first guy I ever worked for in Maine, 26 years ago, I started when I was 14. He's actually, me and him, and this is our first trans world together, so it's like cool, we're both seeing it together. But I was actually talking about a story earlier when I, probably 5 or 6 years in, I worked at this haunt that was like a house with 1,000 corpses, like slaughterhouse-ish, rundown trailer park. And when they built the facade, they staggered these braces, and to me it was like, that's a fucking ladder.
Yeah.
So I was like, I know I'll get in trouble, but I'd climb up top of the ladder, and wagon would come by, I'd stick my head out, I'd scream at him and jump off into this like old mattress. So I was doing that over and over. I was like, all right, if I see Josh, I'm like, I'm just gonna stop. If I see Josh, so wagon's rolling through, I stick my head out, and there's Josh and the owner of the haunt in the center of the wagon. And Josh looks up at me and he mouths the words, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I shrugged my shoulder and I said, "It's too late now." Jumped off, and so that led to me being reprimanded. And we had a haunt where we had a witch's brew where they'd go and get cider and donuts, and there was a gate to switch back and forth. And they said, well, Corey can't get in trouble there if he's just switching a gate. So I get there and they put me in this raggedy old outfit, and I was like, man, this looks really fucking flammable. So I'm sitting there switching the gate, and every time a wagon goes by, I'd light my shirt on fire. And fire going up, I put it out, switch the gate. Josh comes through, he goes, we can't fucking put you anywhere. And I said, no, just let me do what the fuck I want. 2 weeks later, I go out to the Army Navy store and I buy a butcher knife, dull the edge off it, and I'm hitting everything in sight with it. The owner says, hey, get that the fuck out of my haunt. And I said, all right, I won't bring it again. Next night, we had the paper come in. Paper comes to my haunt. Wow, you're awesome. We take some photos of you. Front page of the Portland Press Herald. Me with this giant butcher knife.
The trouble child.
So, yeah, that's a fun story.
That is awesome. Okay.
How long have you been Nightmare at the Ridge?
So Nightmare
on the Ridge.
Nightmare on the Ridge. I've been there 3 years.
Okay.
This will be my 4th year coming up. Before that, I did 2 years at Lost Valley Mountain of Terror. That was at a ski resort. Before that, I worked at with Josh again at Halls of Horror in Standish, Maine. Before that, I was at the original Haunted Hayrides, first one in the country.
Nice.
In Gorham, Maine. I did that for 12 years.
Yeah, you say like you haunt at a ski resort, and I'm like, I wouldn't do fuck all at a fucking ski resort.
Yeah, so, I mean, it was October at a ski resort, but they had it was pretty shitty, but You know, they had like storage containers, and it was just loud and stupid, and a lot of Spirit Halloween props. But
wow, it sounds like you just described one of our productions. Rotten all the way, woo! So, audience, if you have not got the pleasure of watching one of our series, if you go back and watch, I believe it was the first episode of Rotten Remains. Am I correct about that?
no, it was
Was it
Rotten
last
Kids.
episode of Grim and Rotten
3 or
Kids?
2.
It's Rotten and Grim Kids.
Rotten and Grim Kids.
Why are you saying it wrong?
Now I'm messing
My
it up.
excuse is I've had like 7 beers tonight.
My excuse is I'm an idiot. But PUNX, we had asked, and we have a decent little community. We normally get people like, hey, if y'all want to send us a video, or if you got any ideas. And like a lot of the people that we deal with, they're like, I don't know, da-da-da. So I'm like, hey, PUNX, if you got something, like, shoot it over my way. And he fucking sings this banger of a skit.
Oh my
where
God.
he's like,
I love that one so
questions
much.
with PUNX, and he's just being a dick. And he keeps
And he
acting
gets
like
the
he's going to
blind
read a
Was
question.
it, you drive me crazy with Punks the Clown.
Yes. And it was fucking hilarious, and we tied it into
Perfect.
you running over a child,
Yeah.
and then being on the news about a red-nosed clown murdered a child with his car.
Yeah, so the last scene in that was that's actually, I live on the other side of a mountain. I was coming home from work when I filmed it. So I was coming down the mountain, the scene when I hit the side of the car and pretended to hit a kid. So I got my hand out the window and I jerk the car, the camera's going this way, and then I look and there's a state trooper right behind me. Unregistered, uninspected vehicle, insurance is who knows where. And I'm like, oh, this is great. He's going to pull this guy over. He's 250 pounds with a clown nose on. Like, what's that going to look like?
That's right. We get people in trouble from across the world. That's awesome.
It's the best kind of trouble.
Okay, so this is the Red Nose Factory that you have as a link in your beacons.
Yeah, Red Nose Factory is great. So this guy is a professional clown actor, like professional clown in the industry, and is sick of like just buying mediocre noses that wear out. So he started making like really awesome clip-in noses.
Okay, guys, for the podcast audience, he is going to his coat to grab a little box.
So this is like, it's a full silicone nose, but they have these, like if you've ever seen like a nose ring, like a bull ring inside the nose, so it clips right in, it fucking stays right on there.
Oh, that is good. That is
But
really
yeah,
good.
he makes these in like 30 different sizes and colors, and but yeah, I think they donate to charities. And
Oh, that's awesome.
so
That is awesome.
Woo!
And we are now, for the podcast audience, we're taking pictures right now. We're
Yes,
being
it's
we're being
picture
very
time.
very visual in this podcast
Yeah,
right now.
so, be sure to click the picture so you can see it.
Yeah, and if anybody has anything they want to say in the audience, just fire off, and we'll just use those for questions.
Yeah, probably not. But you can still ask it.
Not.
We might see it.
Yeah.
you will see too if you're on my link tree.
Yes.
You can go all the way down the bottom. Is the best link in my
Let's
link
get
tree.
to that is a little chili emoji and link off.
So little spicy link there for you.
Okay,
So
let's
Punks
see
does
what's
have an
on this.
OnlyFans.
Just so you know, there's an OnlyFans.
That was perfect.
So we won't give away all the details, but
Wow, that's
Oh
actually.
my God.
It says here you're in the 0.08%. So that's
that
good,
is
dude.
that is my most clicked
That-
link on my link.
Oh my God, you guys need to see these photos.
Yes, so go to his link tree
Or
and
you
click
can't
on the
notice that.
spicy
You're
link.
a kid.
Yeah.
Don't look over here.
Only 18
Tell your
and
mom.
older.
But
She's right there.
Hey, run, mama.
let me just say that they say that big shoes means big penis, and small cars, big trucks mean small penis.
Yeah.
So now we know why people are so afraid of clowns. And you can see that on OnlyFans.
Yes, just go to the OnlyFans and check that out. I promise you will not be disappointed.
Link,
No, you
link
won't.
in
Yeah, what
bio.
is
So
it? Big
boring.
shoes, big, small car, big dick, because big trucks mean small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole.
So clowns are.
Yeah, clowns are just fucking the world.
Not to mention that they are terrifying to
Yeah.
most people. Like, literally, we have people that will not watch our stuff just because
Of the
there is a possibility that there is a clown in it.
Yeah.
I was watching one of my friends live on Facebook, and I had people in the store going like, "Oh, nope, I'm not a part of that." And this dude's like a sweetheart. He's like a big cuddly teddy bear. So, it astounds me.
So I want to know, how are you liking Transworld right now?
Transworld. So yesterday was my first day at Transworld, and it was just like when you guys walked in there yesterday. You guys went in yesterday,
Yeah.
like right at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
And it's like you walk through those doors, and it's like this is what heaven and hell looks like in one facility.
Yep.
Like it's just,
Dude,
it's
we
mind-blowing.
got no sleep ride. As soon as we got
None
here, we went
whatsoever.
to the
Christmas.
convention, and it was just like, I'm already delirious, but now I'm doubly delirious because I feel like I'm in
We didn't
a
even sleep last night.
wet nightmare.
I mean, I've walked the floor probably 12 times.
Yeah.
front and back, and I'm still like turning corners, like, why did I see that?
Dude, when we went in this morning, I'm walking the exact same way, and I'm like, that wasn't. No, that was here. What the fuck? I didn't even
Yeah.
see that or that, and what the fuck?
Something new at every corner.
But yeah, I mean, it's cool. Like, I just recently, and honestly, like, without ROTN and you guys, like, I just joined the Clown Cartel
Nice.
recently.
Yes.
So
Yes,
those guys
yes.
are awesome, and I mean, I wouldn't have gotten that exposure without the help of ROTN. So
We are
that's-
so sorry.
Shout
We are
out
so
to the
sorry.
Clown Cartel. And
Yes.
yes, we apologize.
So today, like this weekend, I got to meet Classy and Demonic. Like,
Yeah.
that was rad.
Yes.
They make my suit, so like to actually like put the face and name. That was
Yeah,
kinda
that's
cool.
true.
Shout out to Clown. What?
No, shout out
Clown
to
Cartel.
Scarecrow.
I almost said Clown Cartel again. Scarecrow.
What is it?
Scarecrow Creations.
But I got
Scarecrow.
to
Amazing.
got to meet Fluffy today. Got
Yeah.
to meet
Yes.
Slider Jesus.
Yep, got
That
to
was
see 6'7"
amazing.
hot chick you were talking about.
Zombie.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's
Someday.
Yeah, it's cool. Like just putting faces to all these names.
Yes.
Yeah, and like he was super happy about meeting us. That immediately changed.
Be sure to check out PUNX the Clown. That's PUNX with an X.
PUNX tattooed on my knuckles.
That man
I
up
thought you were
there.
stoner nuts. Okay, so check him out on all the social medias.
I mean, like, let's say this about punks. We we didn't know
That was
punks
crazy.
super well, but he was here for us because he's got a cartoon that was made of him, and he's wearing a fucking ROTN shirt. And literally, we have cartoons of us, and we're not wearing fucking ROTN shirts.
No, we're not.
It's so stupid.
Idiots.
They sent me the original proof of that design, and it had the same like face in the cartoon was on the shirt, and I'm like, yeah, it looks all right. I was like, can you toss the ROTN logo on there? I was like, it's perfect. And I purposely like did not tell you guys.
Yeah, no, when
And
we
it was
saw
just
it, we were
like,
like, what?
I was like,
What?
I want the first time them to see it is when they hold that bag
Yeah.
in their hand. And
Yes.
like,
We were blown away, and also blown away by the concept behind that as well.
Yeah.
We don't get deep into that whole topic, but
Yeah.
but dude, fucking awesome as shit. Like that was, we were
Yes.
immediately like all in with punks at that point. Like
Yeah.
this motherfucker.
I mean, I've got like my original mask. If you go back and look at my original mask, the regular clown mask, I have ROTN right here on my cheek.
Yes,
The gloves that I use right now say ROTN punks.
nice.
So all the pictures I do.
Well,
with
I'd
Love
love to
it.
talk about your costume because you're one of the few clowns that I know that do a classic muted clown outfit, like a very black and white with red muted clown outfit that just looks intimidating as fuck, but does not have that same purple and red and
Yeah.
yellow. You look like an old school. It's like almost bozo like.
Yeah, man. I mean, so started punks was like, if you guys ever heard the band Rancid.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So they have a song, and in the song it says PUNX tattooed on my knuckles, and every member of the band has PUNX tattooed on their knuckles. And there's that iconic picture of Lars Fredriksson from Rancid wearing his battle vest. He's got his mohawk, and he's got his head down.
Yep.
Cover of And Out Come the Wolves. And
Yep.
I was like, you put a clown nose on that, that's me. So I developed that. And then, started with like this cheap Spirit Halloween mask that I painted up, and it looked pretty cool. And the next year I did the giant mohawk,
Yeah.
LED lights, full face mask, and that was punks. And I did that 2 years, and then met Classy and Demonic and saw the suits they were wearing. Like, and I'd never done like a legit, just like clown,
Yeah.
like circus clown,
Mhm.
So I was like, I bit the bullet and bought that suit. And as soon as I put it on, I said, "This is punks from here on out." It's like,
Dude, and every time, like, it's not to discredit anybody else that is in the industry that is doing the clown, but when I can pick out punks no matter what. you would stand out in a crowd of clowns because you have that. It's like a Dick Van Dyke clown.
Yeah.
Like that's like the thing I can always think of. Is like this is classic 70s, 60s style clown that is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, you put a black and white filter on me, and it's
you fit.
it's there.
Yeah, you're screen ready.
And it's like, you know, original punks with the mohawk and the battle vest was just like in your face.
Yep.
You know, air horn, baseball bat, you know, and just like really like pursuing your prey.
What every time I see your clown, it makes me think of the old school comics where they literally had black, white, and red comics.
Yeah.
Like red was the only color that they injected, and it was normally for like big moments or blood or whatever, but you look like a comic book.
And Demonic will tell you, they put that suit up, and 7 minutes later I said I want it. And
Nice.
I bought it right there. Because I looked at it, it had X's and O's, which are kind of like subtle.
Yeah.
The two-piece, like the split color black and red, and I was like, it's just, it talked to me. I mean, you know, I wear the black and white striped socks and the black and red Chuck Taylors and made a
Old
little
Chuck Taylors.
Yeah, but I actually bought new shoes this weekend, so I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah, he's got the cons now.
Yeah, size 15.
So you're a clown. What is your favorite joke? Do you
My
have
favorite
a
joke,
favorite
I do.
joke?
I do, and it's a really good one, so get your laughs ready.
Okay. Let me pull them out of my hat.
Let me prepare my accent. This guy wins a Powerball one day. He says, one thing I've always wanted to do is I've always wanted to travel to Ireland, meet, research my family, and just get to know who I am. So he hopped a plane, flew to Ireland, got off the plane, took a taxi over to the bay, sat at a bar, orders a beer, and he's drinking. The bartender says, you see that stool you're sitting on there? He says, yeah. He goes, I built that stool with my own 2 hands. They call me McGregor the stool builder? No. He's like, all right, man, cool. Drinks the beer a little more. He says, you see this bar you're sitting here? He says, I built this bar with my own 2 hands. They call me McGregor the bar builder? No. He's like, all right, dude, cool. I'm just drinking my beer. I think it's angry. He says, you see that boat out there in the harbor? He says, I built that boat with my own 2 hands. They call me McGregor the boat builder? Fuck no. But if you fuck one goat, you know what they call you.
So I've got a favorite joke too, and Grim loves this joke.
No.
Punks, what's the difference between jam and jelly?
Matt!
I will answer your joke and follow you and up you with a story.
Okay.
Is that you cannot jelly your dick in an ass.
Well, I was gonna say I can't jelly my dick down your throat, but whatever.
Hey, you both!
So I used to work in a plaza with my ex-girlfriend. I worked in one building, she worked in another. She said, I'm going to go get lunch. You want some lunch? I'm like, yeah, sure. She's like, what do you want? I'm like, I don't know, surprise me. She's like, well, I'm going to get peanut butter and jelly. I'm like, all right, cool. So she comes over and she's got peanut butter and jam. I said, oh, you thought you were getting jelly, you got jam. She goes, yeah. She's like, there's not really a difference, is there? I said, yeah, there's a big difference. She goes, well, what's the difference? And in that moment, I knew that whatever came out of my mouth was coming out because I've waited for this moment my
For your whole entire life. Yes.
So I looked at her and I said, well, I can't jelly my dick in your ass. Mid-bite through her peanut butter and jelly, she threw it down, walked out, and that was the end. Now you may ask yourself, was I upset? I was sad, but that moment will never happen again.
No kidding. No kidding. That's fucking genius.
And that is a true story. Like,
True story.
true story.
I love it. That is funny as shit.
So you got anything else you want to ask?
Choke me.
Choke you.
Yeah.
It's okay. So yesterday you asked me this. Jokingly, I was like, man, Punks was like, man, this is nice. I like this. Deep down, Punks was like, this is nice.
He comes over like everybody else that Grim asked to choke, and they do the nice, oh, I'm choking you, haha, and it's like, no.
Yeah, I can still breathe. What do you
Ramp
mean?
this up a little bit, bud.
the thing that changed was that I was doing the, Facebook photo, and you're like, choke me, and I could feel your pulse slowing down. And in that moment, I was like, this is real. And I found a new side of Punks that I didn't know about.
and then I told you to pee on her, so that's
Yeah,
fun.
don't do that here. No. I don't like piss or farts.
We found that out today.
Oh, a funny story. I got up this afternoon and went in the
You gotta
restroom
bring that up.
so I could fart in my own, boudoir, if you will. And I flushed the commode and it ended up being one of those singers.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, the ones that
it
start
was
off like.
so long and drawn out. It was so bad.
And I was trying to be like, and then she was like,
If
you just hear
flushed
like, did you just fart? And I was like, no, I was whistling you a
flushed the toilet,
little
you're
too.
trying to hide it.
And you're in a restroom with like solid walls,
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
had like a harmony probably.
It was beautiful.
You're like, wow, Sank, you just hit the low note.
That hole was yodeling, and I just don't know what's going on in there.
It's also probably one of those like you gotta wipe just to check.
Well, it was just so beautiful, man. I was kind of starstruck for a second. Then I didn't
and I
realize.
opened the door to ask you, like, hold my breath while I did it, and you're just looking at yourself in the mirror, like, what have I done?
He's got
Oh my
two
God.
hands on the sink, staring straight in the mirror. I am so proud of myself.
You go, butthole. One day you're going to be America's new talent.
We've waited our whole lives for this. This is our
evolved
Independence
apart right
Day.
No, because it's one of our things.
No, it's not our thing. Like, if I cannot stand it, I have a designated area everywhere I go for the farts.
We literally
because I
have
don't want
a
it near
couch
me.
at our house that is the fart couch. So if Grim has to fart, she goes and wherever she's at in the house, she'll go and sit down on the red couch and just be like, like you farting over there.
This is where I fart.
That is what you told Kylie. You're sitting on my farting couch.
Well, it's like
I
it's
will let
worse.
everybody know.
It's worse because whenever they used to stay the night and they would sleep on the couches, her and Carrie, I just sleep on the fart couch.
It's her bed.
It's like, yeah, Carrie, you're resigned to the fart couch.
How come every time I wake up at your house, I got pink eye? It's the red couch.
It's a red couch, yeah. Meanwhile, Carrie's asleep. Here comes Grim just sat right under her head like, fart couch is a fart couch no matter who's
It's
here.
fart couch, no matter who's
No matter who's there, this is the fart couch.
You're moving or you're fuming.
She was still just there, like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fart on me.
I'm gonna fart on you. So you got anything else you want to pose, or anybody got any questions for punks?
Are you gonna fucking choke me? Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
all right, well, podcast is on. Let
Yeah,
the listeners
yeah.
know I'm getting choked right now. You're gonna
Grim
warm
is
up
not
your
like,
hands?
I've been talking through this. Okay, guys. So right now he's rubbing his hands together, sort of a Miyagi sort of. Yeah, that's
Here
it.
it comes.
And here comes the
Ready?
chokes. And she's down.
There goes Grim.
She enjoyed it. She's giggling.
He just gave us thumbs up to her shirt.
She's still alive. Yay!
Choke me till I just can't move.
Yeah, I'm pretty much. Yeah, she's just. It's sleepy time, Grim. Yay! Let's take a nap.
You can rate that choke too.
Yeah. Guys, anybody, if you're in the audience right now, just throw out some numbers. What do you think? What do you put that at 10 and
That's
8?
a 10 out of 10 right there.
10
Okay.
out of 10.
That was a good ass choke.
That was a good ass joke.
There's just something about feeling the life slip out of someone's.
Oh, you're telling me.
Like this.
Boy, the prostitutes, how they stack up.
Shut the fuck up. Alright, does anybody want to come ask punks anything?
You can ask me anything.
Come ask anything.
Anything. Especially that lady right there.
Hey, punks, are you circumcised, and why do you like to fuck goats?
Hey, that's not professional.
Oh, sorry, that's my fault.
Question 1, halfway it hurt too bad.
And wait, I guess I should put a time frame on this. Was just at trans world?
Okay,
or-
let's wrap this up.
So my brother
16
kicked
minutes in.
my sister a little too loose in the jaw. No,
We're done.
as far as the goats go, I'm from Maine.
Be like, fucking goats. No.
Very shady.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this interview with Punks. It has been
every second of
it has
this.
been a
Don't blame
definite hoot.
And I just want to put one thing out there before we leave. If anybody sees that motherfucker Corey Nicholson,
Yeah, fuck that
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
he's followed me to Transworld.
Fuck you, Corey Nicholson.
He just
Yeah, but we don't like talking shit about people on here, but fuck Corey Nicholson, I'm just saying.
man. Out there, like, I had a restraining order, and then he kissed me, and it was. I'm back to hating that motherfucker.
Well, all right, guys. We're going to wrap up this interview. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. And
Thank you, Punk.
thank you
Yeah,
so
dude.
much, dude.
We've
For
been talking about this for a long time.
Yes, we have. I love that we're actually getting some of these things that we have a tendency to kind of shoot the moon and go, hey, we're going to do this, this, and that. And it's like tomorrow we'll be like, man, what are we going to do? We haven't even thought of anything because we don't remember things
But
well.
we're doing better with writing it down or sending it to each other.
We are. We really need a secretary.
And not only that, some of the ideas we've been tossing over to Christy, and Christy's been on our butts about it.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, thank
We're
you,
finally in
Rotten
the
Mom.
same town at the same time.
Yeah, and like I didn't think this would ever happen because we got so close to this once before,
Creepy con.
and then it was
I ended up having knee surgery. And
son of a bitch.
That's not fun.
But now we're here, damn it.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters.
Nothing.
Anyone can see. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining us for Morning Friends with Rotten, and let's all mourn Punks right now because we're gonna throw him out this fucking window. Woo!
Fuck right now.
Close the window,
Oh
hurry.
my God, he's gonna come back up here. I've seen that fucker fly. But yeah, guys, as we always say, going out, stay rotten.
Stay
Stay
rotten.
rotten.
Stay rotten.
Stay punks.
Fuck Corey.
Corey.
Baha.
And now a brief commercial break from our best sponsor. This is the highest pledge sponsor to Rotten. That's a commercial for their business. Thank you for everything you do for us and how you aid us in such an amazing way. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the commercial. And now, back to the second part of the Punks the Clown interview. Enjoy.
Hello. Thank you for calling the Clown. Please listen carefully as our menu has changed. Say menu at any time to return to the main menu. Say 1 for exclusive OnlyFans content. Say 2 for Clown's only dating profile. Say 3 for all business inquiries. Say 4 to remain on hold. Say 5
5.
6 quietly to listen to Mario theme song. Say 6 at a medium tone to listen to the Duck Hunt theme song. And say 6 loud to talk to Punks directly.
5.
5.
5.
Did you say 6 quietly?
No, 5.
5.
5. God damn it. Can you hear me?
5.
Oh God, I don't know if he can hear me. Hold on. Hey,
I'm sorry. I
5.
didn't get that.
5.
5.
5.
I'm
6.
sorry.
6. 5. God damn it. 5. Hello, 5.
I'm sorry. I didn't get that.
Son of a bitch.
I don't know if he can actually hear us.
Please hold. Connecting you to Punks the Clown. Hello?
Yeah, we're looking for Punks.
No, can we go back to main menu? Operator, can we go back to main menu? I want to hear 5. Or 6. Quiet?
No, 5.
5.
There it is.
What is up, you?
What is up, my man? So good to hear your voice again. We decided that it was kind of a rushed interview at Trans World, and we only got about 30 minutes, and God knows, PUNX needs more than 30 minutes.
Yes, he does.
Hell yeah.
So we are back with PUNX again, round 2. This one we're going to call the Trans World wrap-up episode. So, PUNX, how was your trip home?
Oh man, it was pretty good. Actually, the best air travel I've ever had.
Nice.
It was pretty uneventful. Glad to be home. I just think today it's crazy. Like 2 days ago, we were standing right next to each other, and now we're 1,300 miles apart.
I feel like singing the Fievel theme song.
Fievel, man, I haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah, somewhere out
Shut the fuck up.
there.
Yeah, how was your trip?
It was long. Grim slept for most of it.
I did not. You wouldn't let me.
And when we got back home, well, let me ask you this: what's the temperature in your home place?
Right now it is probably like 10 degrees and snowing.
It's fucking 65 degrees here.
Rub it in.
It's like damn summertime. Like I left the fucking frozen tundra to go to the desert.
It's funny, we got to St. Louis and we got off the plane and everybody was bundled up because it was like 40 degrees and we're like, man, this is like a Maine summer.
So, in the vein of the Trans World conversation that we have so promised our listeners, what the hell do you got to say about Trans World, PUNX?
Oh man, my first Trans World, and it was just mind-blowing. I mean, just like rounding that corner for the first time into the convention hall was just like euphoric.
Oh shit.
Just so much. I mean, along with all the cool Halloween shit, but just like meeting all these awesome creators that I've been following for years, and everybody was so nice, and yeah, it was just kind of a dream come true to be there and to meet all you sick fucks.
Hell yes, dude. I mean, like, same with us. We walked in and we're just like kids in a candy store without any money to spend on candy. It's the worst, but it's also the best.
We got to meet some of the candy, though.
We did get to meet some of the candy. Eye candy.
Yeah.
I am the one who brings the Christmas candy.
Who's your daddy? So, who all did you meet, sir?
Oh man, see, I met you two, which was just phenomenal.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Yeah, I mean, I got to meet Zombie, which is pretty cool. She was like probably the second or third person I ever followed on TikTok. Yeah, just super rad to meet Zombie. I just realized that Warden's widow was there. I didn't get to meet her with that, so that was disappointment. But met Fluffy, met Scarecrow Creations, met Slider Jesus, which is rad. Scary Gary.
Chuckles.
Chuckles, yeah.
Man, and half of those people, like, I didn't know who the fuck they were when I met them. I suck. I fucking suck so bad.
We got to meet Carpetbagger.
Yeah, and we got to meet Jacob the Carpetbagger, who I've been watching like for years now. I love the shit out of that.
Yeah, there was a ton of people there that I'm sure I ran into and didn't even realize who they were.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, go ahead, Grim.
I see you got some new shoes from Studio 31. Have you worn them yet?
I got back to the hotel room that night and put them on immediately, wore them for the rest of the night.
Hell yes.
They are gorgeous. I love them.
Yeah, I mean, my only goal at Trans World was to find clown shoes, which sounds really weird, but it's the only thing that I was really like slacking. And I knew if I found them, they had to match everything. So they had to match the color scheme of black, red, and white. And I literally like turned a corner down my first alley into Transworld, and boom, right there was this booth that had one pair of black, red, and white Chuck Taylor looking clown shoes.
Yeah, fucking all-stars. Those fucking shoes look fucking pimp, dude.
Yeah, the guy there at Studio 1031 was like, yep. He's like, it's the only pair we have at the show. He's like, if they're gone, they're gone. I was like, give them to me.
No shit. And then he reached under the counter and grabbed some more and laughed at you as you walked away.
I said to my buddy, we're going to come back tomorrow and it's going to be a fully stocked shelf again.
Yep. Motherfucker.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Got him.
I wanted to ask you, why the hell would you eat Reese's and Laffy Taffy? Banana Laffy? That's so disgusting. What's wrong with you, sir?
Oh, have you tried it?
Yeah.
She what? No, what? She hates bananas. She would never try that.
And
I don't like peanut butter.
Then yeah, you would hate that.
She's a goddamn Soviet is what it is.
Wait, can we go back to the fact that you hate peanut butter?
Yeah, right?
Is that even a thing?
It is a thing.
That weirds me out. Makes me uncomfortable.
It's okay. It's a terrorist thing. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, you wouldn't get it, man. They blow up buildings and shit. Those fucking crazy
Leave me alone.
I need a safe space.
So I know we talked. Now there's probably going to be some repeat questions because God knows I didn't know what the fuck we even talked about last time we talked. But what do you think about being in the clown cartel, man?
Man, it's cool. I mean, I kind of joined right at the end of October, so it's kind of like my whole life changes after October, and I just kind of get back to regular life. So I haven't been too active, but man, there's a bunch of cool cats, and getting to chat with everybody, and we have like a private chat
that's awesome.
All the cartel kind of talks on. So it was, yeah, cool networking. And I'm sure once I get back in the swing of putting punks on again, it'll be a lot of fun to interact with those folks.
We definitely need more punks. We need more everything. More Corey, more videos. I saw that you did a little stand-up comedy a while back. How did that go for you?
That was cool, man. It was my first time ever doing stand-up, and I actually took a new job at work where I'm doing events coordinating and social media marketing.
Yeah.
So that was like my first event that I booked, and it sold out. And my boss, like behind my back, went up to the comedians, was like, he's always wanted to do stand-up. And they were like, all right, you got the first 5 minutes.
Oh, that's badass.
So I kind of had to like throw shit together, and yeah, I got some pretty good laughs, and been doing some open mic nights now since. Kind of motivated me to get my shit together and actually try this thing. So
that's fucking badass, dude. You should definitely, if you lay up a set, dude, just record it regular style, man, and we'll put it in something, dude. I'd love to hear some stand-up sets from you.
Hell yeah.
But of course, that goes for anything you want to do. I will put it in something. The next thing that we're working on is probably an hour and a half long fucking Transworld ROTN special, because we have so much fucking shit to post up.
Every time I saw you, I feel like your camera was on or your microphone was on. It's just, you guys are going crazy.
Yeah, man. It's like, we walk in there and it's like, holy fucking content fucking to the roof.
Yes, that's what we live for.
I felt like I was so focused on, because I mean, I was there as a consultant and buyer for the haunt. So it was like a lot of my time was spent just like researching and doing cost analysis and
hell yeah,
all that business stupid stuff, but I didn't really get to do any like real content. But
well, the lucky thing for us being down there is we just had to spy on everybody's ideas so we could rip off anything that's cool and get pictures and business cards for the other haunts.
There you go. Yeah, my boss does that a lot too. He'll see like, oh man, that's really cool, and he'll like wait and you go distract the salesman, and he'll take behind the scenes pictures of how it's
genius.
Lifting up the curtain, and seeing what's going on.
But like, there's just a little guy in there, like, get the fuck out of here! I'm turning this crank.
Yeah. Give me some cheese.
Yeah, right. Just, your boss like kicks the carrot out of the way and it just stops working. So, out of all the booths that you went to and all the random shit that you saw, what was one thing that really stands out for you that was on the show floor, aside from, of course, the shoes?
Man, those guys I don't know if you stopped by the 916 booth, but they're the guys who do the rust effects.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That booth was gorgeous.
It was. That rust paint is badass, dude. I snapped a couple of pictures to take back to the haunts and grabbed a business card because it would look real nice in a couple of places that I know.
Yeah, I mean it's I've done that effect before, and it's a simple process, but I've never gotten to look as good as the product they put out.
Yeah, not to mention the fact that it doesn't flake and it doesn't have like sharp edges and like I don't know, man. That was just quality shit right there.
Quality shit.
And they were super cool guys. I mean, I like that they kind of like fit the whole theme into that jail cell. Like all their uniforms and stuff were all the same. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of cool shit.
Dude, I can't even begin. Like, did you take any of the seminars or classes or anything?
I didn't. I meant to. I was gonna do zombies. She did one on like social media, specifically like targeted towards TikTok, and
nice.
I lost track of time and missed that one.
We went to the marketing one, which was really, really good. I actually recorded that one. So if you ever want any of those, I can definitely shoot you a copy of it. It was really, really good. And it's definitely worth it, especially if you're getting into the marketing side, social media side of doing, stuff for your business and your haunt. They have a lot of really fucking good tips and some apps and different things like that I didn't even know about that will help out immensely.
Yeah, man, definitely shoot that over. I'd love to hear it.
So I have a question.
Of course you do.
If you had one day left to live and were given the superpower to break into any house, which house would you rob?
Superpower.
Shut up. Which house would you rob out of anybody in the world?
Any house in the world?
Yeah.
The Firefly house.
Firefly.
Wait, what are you gonna like steal a bunch of Barbies and fucking Fishman and?
You could just go in there and hang out.
Yeah, right.
I think you would fit in. I think Sid Haig would get along with you really well. I mean, Captain Spaulding would get along with you well.
I think if you died in there, they wouldn't even know. Like they'd be like, "Oh, whose body is this?"
I think either that or like the Winchester Mystery House.
Oh yeah, like I would be afraid to wander around the Winchester Mystery House by myself. Like that's one of the few places in the world that I believe I would be nervous in just because of how much shit. Because like big thing about me is like coming up, you never wanted a door that didn't go into a room because it was a doorway into like if it didn't open in this world, then it opened somewhere else. So I'm always nervous about doors that like are blocked or walls are built over them. And that fucking place is fucking chock full of them.
Yeah. I think, I guess another one, like, I don't know if you can consider it a house, but I think maybe Alcatraz.
Oh, that would be fun. I don't think you'd get very much out of it. It's just be scary.
Just be there like all by yourself.
That would be beast.
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't have any toilet paper.
Yeah, I mean, it's my last day on Earth. I don't really care.
He'd just poop in the corner and leave his butt poopy.
He would die with his shapy butt.
Yeah.
Then you get the call, actually, you have a couple more years.
Yeah, damn it. Son of a
Dang,
bitch,
I
I gotta
clean
swim
my
off
butt.
this island. Well, my butt will be clean by the time I make it back to mainland.
And then a shark gets you.
Mm-hmm. Shark don't smell that poopy cake you got.
Shut up, Matt.
So what was your favorite part of Trans World?
God, man, there is just so fucking much. Like, I really love going to Distortion's booth because a few years back, I don't know if you saw it, but the guy had a show on Sci-Fi where he was building his props. Yeah, making monsters. Yep. And that was awesome getting to see him and getting to see the products like in person. Immortals masks, those masks are phenomenal, and they've just got everything. I don't know if you saw the ones that had the built-in smoke.
Oh yeah,
those are the lava creature that had the smoke coming off of it was bad as fuck. And the electric, what's that?
I think I walked their booth like 4 times.
Yeah, like I ran some video on their booth, and like I know, like from watching the Carpetbagger and anybody else I've watched that blogged out there, I could pretty much guess where to go or who was what, because I have studied Trans World's floor through other people's videos, and it does it zero justice. It's not like being there. It's never like being there.
Right. I was actually like, I didn't think I'd be as impressed, but I was even impressed with the Christmas section. I don't know if you had ventured over there at all, but
Yes.
They drugged me over there.
Yes, he couldn't stay there long. He didn't really want to be there.
Yeah, me either. But
Christmas kind of burns my flesh like the light of the sun.
Yeah.
But I did get some of that moonshine chocolate. That shit was fucking phenomenal.
Oh yeah. Did you hit the booth that was giving out free beer?
No, that's so fucking funny, dude. Like, they're just handing out free beer at there's 2 different booths. There was the one in the middle of the Halloween section and then the one over at the Christmas section. It's like, how the fuck are you doing this? How are you just giving people beer at Trans? Okay, cool, whatever. Who am I?
And they're not checking IDs or anything. They
Nothing.
were just putting them on the bar and just slapping them down.
Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but this stood out to me probably more than anything. Does St. Louis just literally smell like pot?
Oh, all the time. It was insane.
Everywhere I went, even on the fucking show floor, it smelled like pot everywhere. We're walking down the road and every corner, it just smells like pot.
And what's crazy is here in Maine, it's like pot stores are like churches, like they're everywhere. But I didn't see a single one in St. Louis.
No, because I don't think that it's legal in St. Louis.
Yeah.
It's definitely not legal here. We have Cloud 8 shit.
Yeah. But yeah, it was definitely like everywhere we went. It was
everywhere.
Permeating the streets.
Yeah. And like on we didn't see any, like we were warned so heavily about crime and homeless people, but we didn't see any of that shit until we were literally almost on our way home on Sunday. And it was almost like they asked like any transients to like go somewhere else besides that area. And then they were like, y'all can come back on Sunday. Because Sunday afternoon, there was a ton of transients around.
Really?
Yeah.
So what I heard was that like the area we were in, like literally like the street our hotels were on to like the convention is like the good area.
Oh, well, thank God for that.
As soon as you get like 2 blocks away or even like around the corner from our hotel, we were like a little up from you.
Yeah.
That it just turns to shit. Like, you guys went to the spaghetti factory. Like that's the cutoff.
Yeah, and like it's right there where the casino's at.
Yeah, if you get past that, it's just like awful.
Well, what we saw of St. Louis was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I was totally. The streets were pretty dirty, but
yeah, they were covered in salt. Everything had there was salt everywhere.
And there's no snow. I don't get it.
Yeah, I saw a few patches of ice right on the street, but it was primarily where stuff had like dripped off the top of the buildings and just happened to form a puddle while it got cold. But I didn't see any fucking snow. That's for damn sure.
Maybe they just knew all the demons were coming to town, so they put salt everywhere.
That's what it is. That's why all of our feet hurt, because we're walking on salt the whole fucking time.
Keep all the booze in one area.
Yep. I bet that's what it is. Like they salted just the ground in that area and there's no salt past it, so it kept us all contained in there.
Right.
Fuckers.
Fuckers.
But yeah, man, like I don't know. We asked you so many questions last time. I just felt bad that we didn't have enough time with you, and like we were all rushed doing this, doing that. Did you get into any like drinking or partying while you were up there? Or were you all like were you very straight lace?
I mean, our hotel was fucking insane. So they gave us 3 free drinks a night at the bar, which is crazy. And I don't drink.
Insane. Yeah.
I make beer for a living and I don't drink. And I was pretty shitty every night.
we fucking do not drink, but when in Rome, you know.
Yeah, well, Matt wouldn't let me pee on a fire hydrant, so fuck you, Matt.
Yeah, it was so much fun stumbling home 5 blocks from where we got drunk at with Grim screaming at the top of her lungs every night.
So I watched that video and I laughed so hard. Climbing on the barricades that are meant to keep people out of the U.S. Mint.
Yeah. Dude, it was so fucking wild. Like, even that video was nothing compared to the next night. We were way more plastered the next night.
Did you go to the ball?
No, we were going to, but then we were able to get like a bunch of our local haunts together and go out to eat, which is kind of like what we are shopping for at ROTN is to, you know, unite all haunts. And it really starts here in our hometown, of course. And we had, we met up with Nick Bryan, who runs Nightmare at 3008. And he was like, hey, I'm going to go out to eat. Y'all want to go? And I was like, fucking perfect damn time. So we had City of Chaos, Hellbilly Hollow, and Nightmare at 3008 all at the same table. It's fucking awesome. They want to do business with us now. So, dude, that's our whole goal is to eventually, like, just here in Alabama, and maybe as we get bigger, start branching out and having other people do the same thing. But we got to unite the fucking haunt world.
Yes, it is very important.
Absolutely. I feel like sometimes it's so divided.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Like
the bigger haunts don't like the littler haunts, because most of the time when I talk about cross promotion, the big haunts are like, yeah, but I spent, you know, X amount of thousands of dollars on commercials. Why would I cross promote them? And it's just like, but the people, I'm talking about putting a sign up in your haunt. You already got the people's money. What's so bad about sending them to the next place?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I hear haunts that are like, man, if I was like the only haunt in town, I'd be fine with that. And I'm like, dude, the only thing you are when you're the only haunt in town is the last of a dying breed.
Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly.
Something else is, this is totally off topic, but I've noticed there's a lot of haunts in Alabama that are on their 13th year this year. Almost as if like there was a boom in haunted house building in 2000 or 2010.
Huh.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what happened.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it just become more accepted, or I mean, because you see like every year Halloween's getting pushed further back, so you're getting 2 months of Halloween now, 3 months of Halloween. Like I love it. I see Christmas for less than I see Halloween nowadays.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm so glad for that. Like I don't care if I see no Christmas at all, honestly. I want Halloween forever, every day.
That's my dream in life, is just haunt every week of the year.
Every week.
Yes.
I look at these big haunts that are open year round and it's like, man, I want that.
That would be so fucking badass, dude.
Yes, it would.
And I think about like becoming a traveling haunter and just like going to some of these places. But again, like these big haunts, they don't want to work with other people.
Nope. Well, I'll tell you, if you ever wanted to do traveling haunting in season, I could hook you up with 6, 7, 8, 9 haunts here in Alabama.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. I thought about it last year, but
And dude, anytime you want to, you just say the fucking word. I got you.
because you guys have warm weather down there, so you're open.
Yes.
September, October, November, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have to come down in November.
Most of the people are actually opening earlier in November. They're open the second weekend, but of course, Hellbilly Hollow will open up everybody's open to the third. We're opening the second for Hell Night. And if you want to see something immaculate, you got to go to Hellbilly Hollow on Hell Night.
That's September 2nd.
It's the 10th, I think it is.
I think
it's the 10th or the 9th. Because he'll do it on the weekend. There'll be 2 different days. And we normally have, slowly but surely, we're collecting more people that come down just to haunt at Hellbilly Hollow for Hell Night.
Maybe I'll have to make a plan for that.
Dude, I'm telling you, as nothing like it. There is nothing like it. Not in Alabama, at least. Shit, we can't get away with that kind of shit.
Right. Where's Hellbilly Hollow?
In Vincent. It's about 30, 40 minutes away from us. It's Grimm's home haunt.
yes, and I love it.
It's really where we got our start as a production company, too.
Yeah, I'll have to come down.
Well, you have anything else to ask of the punk?
I do. Punks, if you found a space rock that would instantly make everybody shit themselves if they touch it, who would you force this rock onto? Celebrity-wise.
Celebrity-wise?
Yes.
Martha Stewart.
Fuck that bitch. You're right.
She poop out apple pies.
So everybody always asks the question, like, if you had one superpower, what would it be? And everybody's like, oh, I'd want to fly. I'd want to be able to fly and have telepathy. And no, man, I'd want to be able to just point at someone and make them shit their pants.
That's perfect.
You would literally get Haunter of the Year every year.
Yes, you would.
Just think of all the situations you could use it in.
Yeah,
like
definitely if you're going to get in a fight.
Yeah, someone cuts you off in traffic. There's a stripper at the top of the pole.
Oh, God.
Yes.
See, me, I'm time manipulation. I'd always go with time manipulation.
Yeah,
when it
we
comes
know,
to,
Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun, but you can make someone shit their pants.
Yeah, but I could pause time and shit in someone's pants.
Oh, now that's cool.
And then I
That's
can unpause time and they'll be like, who put shit in my pants?
Talking about the meteor rocket reminds me of Creep Show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know what? You could pull off that character, Punks. Get you a little
Meteor
moss.
shit.
I'm going to take the media down to the college. I'm going to be famous.
Oh, we got 10 minutes. 10 minutes until Zoom's over. No!
So what's coming up next for y'all?
Oh, God, what is next? Next, we've got fucking haunts all next weekend.
This weekend.
That's right. You guys are doing Valentine's.
Yep, we have. And I've noticed there are a lot of haunts doing Valentine's nowadays. I've had so many come across my news feed.
And so many that we won't be able to make too. And I'm so sad about it.
And if we could get all the haunts to get along, we could literally have the haunts open in a trail of haunts where you could just travel the states and go to a haunt every weekend.
Yes. One day.
See, we had talked in Maine because I think pre-pandemic we had 14 haunts in Maine, and now we're down to 4.
Damn.
Whoa.
So like, we thought about doing like reaching out and being like, let's all get together and do a haunt pass. You know, one set price, you get a ticket to all 4 places.
That's what we're working on here, man.
Agreed.
I also saw a company that was doing these things that were called like Scare It badges.
Oh, those guys rock, man.
And I was talking to them. I was like, man, it would be badass if we could make a ROTN jacket that you could buy from us and then have Scare It badges made for each one of the haunts here in Alabama.
Yes.
And you could fucking get a patch like as if you were getting your bag tagged as you're doing international travel and eventually have all the haunts patches on that jacket.
Yes.
Oh, that's badass.
And he was like, dude, take my card. I am 100% interested in that idea.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that like nationwide.
Yeah, exactly. That would be so fucking badass. But it's like getting everybody to agree that they will work together. It's a bitch, but it is doable. This is fucking doable. Like here in Alabama, we never thought we would have as much of a web of haunts like we do, but every day we're getting more haunts that are joining in and helping out and doing that cross promotion, because if you want to sell a ticket to a fucking haunt, you sell it where people are already buying tickets to a fucking haunt.
Right. They're already there. Why not?
They're there. And you know that they like haunt shit. I could put 1,000 things up on Facebook and 1 out of 10,000 people give a shit about haunts. But at a haunt, every person at a haunt gives a shit about haunts.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you're not reaching outside your demographic when you're in line.
Yep. Well, man, Zoom's going to cut us off here in a minute. I'm glad we got a little bit of meat on this episode.
Yes.
Is there anything you'd like to plug about yourself, or where people can find you, where you haunt at, any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, find me on any social media, PUNX the Clown, PUNX. Anywhere on there, you'll find my link tree, and that'll link you to my haunt, which is Nightmare on the Ridge, and everything else, including my OnlyFans.
Yes, go check out his OnlyFans, please.
Do it.
But yeah, other than that, man, it's just gearing up for October. We have a meeting next week to kind of discuss Trans World and start building plans, and we'll be ready to go.
Fuck yeah. Well, stay in touch, man. If you make any content, shoot it my way.
We love the fuck out of you,
We
Punks.
love the fuck out of you, Punks.
The feeling is mutual, man. Like I said, meeting you two was the highlight of my weekend for sure. So.
Well, we will definitely be crossing paths again. Hopefully soon. Time will tell, but we couldn't be happier to have you as one of us, man. I don't even know what to say, man. It's such an honor to fucking meet you. It's an honor to have you as a part of our community. Dude, you guys that are listening, go fucking follow up on Punks. There's no better genuine human being. He's a fucking hilarious comedian, a great haunt actor. Go check out his fucking black and white and red clown. Yes, I don't see anybody doing that.
He is badass.
He is a badass, you guys.
You make me blush.
Well, much love to you. Yes. I hope you get that poop power soon. And we will fucking talk to you in the future, brother.
Yes.
Yeah, likewise, man. Stay rotten.
Stay fucking rotten, boy. Bye, Punks.
Have a good night.